What do you do with your brokenness, with your pain? Because life is filled with pain. It's unavoidable. We all have pain, whether it's physical pain, emotional pain, it may be spiritual pain, but we all have suffering, pain. Some of us have trauma, abuse. Some of us have been neglected. It's part of life. We all experience brokenness. But what do you do with yours? Where does it go? How do you deal with it? Because it is part of life, and it is unavoidable. For some people, they put walls up. They don't want to experience more pain, and they figure, well, if they put the walls up, then more pain won't come in. But the reality is, when they put the walls up, the pain doesn't leave. They're not allowing the pain to escape them. And instead, the pain just stays within them. Some people, they lash out. They push people away. They alienate others with anger, with resentment, with bitterness, with irritability. What do you do with your pain? Where does it go? Do you keep it to yourself? Some people beat up on themselves with their pain. But it's part of this process called life. And dealing with our brokenness and our pain is a process. It takes time for us to work through our pain. Maybe it's grieving the loss of a loved one. Maybe it's a divorce, or maybe it's some event in your life. Because sometimes it's circumstances, situations that cause us pain. Other times, it's choices we make. Sometimes we make bad choices, and we're in pain as a result of those choices. So it really doesn't matter. Is it a circumstance or is it a choice? But the pain is still there. So what do you do with your pain? Well, the first thing that I believe will be helpful is acknowledge it. Sit with it and share it. Because often suffering and healing occur simultaneously. If you're not sharing it, if you're not talking about it or acknowledging it, it's not going to go away. People don't know that you're in pain if you don't share it. The second thing is to be able to lean on others. Our relationships, our friendships, our family, people that we trust, people that we're close to. When we're in pain, we need others. We need their help. We need their support. We need their compassion and understanding, because that'll help us in healing through our pain. The third thing is to take action. I'm an action-oriented person. I'm a solution-oriented person. So what's the action you're going to take? I've said before, for me, my therapy is exercise. For some people, not so much. But what's your therapy? What's your coping mechanism? Do you need professional help? Or can you do it on your own? Maybe through meditation or mindfulness, maybe through yoga. But what is it that works for you? Maybe prayer works for you. Whatever it is, take action. Do it. Don't just talk about it, do it. The fourth thing is, when we go through pain, when we go through difficult times in our lives, we grow, we learn, we build resilience. We grow the most during those difficult times. When things are going great, we're just cruising along and there's not a whole lot of growth. But during difficult times, we learn, we grow, we change. Maybe we're even humbled. That's a time to really recognize that growth is occurring. And sometimes growth is painful. Change is painful. But during difficult times, that's when we grow the most. And lastly, lean into your faith. Lean into your beliefs, your values, your relationship with God. Lean into that and trust in that, because that gives us hope even during our difficult times. Knowing that it's going to get better, it's going to be okay, but really more importantly, we're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. As hard as it is, as difficult it is, we're going to get through this. And yes, there's pain, there's suffering, there's sadness, there's hurt, there's anger, there's all of those things. But we will get through this with the help of our faith, of our friends, our family, and the resources that we have that we're going to use. I challenge you, if you're going through a difficult time now, or you certainly will if you aren't today, at some point, to remember those 5 things that I've mentioned and access some of those that work for you. Until next time, Dr. Tony Ferretti.